How's it going, everybody? Another video here, a rant slash tips, and we're going to be talking about what you do after your 9 to 5, or more precisely, the video title is going to be called After Work is When Your Life Starts, not during work, unless your work is to be an entrepreneur. But I'll get into that. Let's get started. So, what you do after your 9 to 5 is what you're basically going to be doing your whole life, in a sense, not literally, don't take it literal, but basically, because you can have your old sleep and work is what you're going to spend your majority of life on. The rest of your life, if you do work an 8 hour, 9 hour shift, is going to be what you do after the 5 p.m., 6 p.m., even 7 p.m. mark. Whatever you decide to work on or do is basically how you're going to kind of your whole life after that's going to be able to dictate itself. Of course, you could do extracurricular activities and hobbies and this and that here and there, but for the most part, whatever you focus yourself on is going to, relate to what you're going to do. Like, let's say, for example, next slide. It's going to be who you really are, in a sense, So let's say you're the person that's, vacation person. You like going to vacations a lot. My mouse isn't working, I don't know why. But the vacation, beautiful, go out and, cycle around and, camping and stuff like that, then that's what you're going to be able to spend your majority of your life on, even at a young age. And, more than likely, you're not going to lose the hobby. You're going to still like doing what you're going to like doing. And that's going to be the majority of your time. Even until when you get old, you're still going to probably like it. Same thing goes for any other hobby, unless you really decide to switch and, better yourself for something else. Like, there's a lot of people that get home, turn on the TV, and that's what they like. And they turn on the PlayStation, Xbox, or whatnot. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong. It's just basically telling you that's what you're going to focus on, Not all the time, but in a sense, you like that and you're going to be doing that. Dinner dates and partying and hanging out with friends, stuff like that. One's going to be a good 80% chunk of what you're going to do after your downtime or your free time. Sports plays a big thing into this as well. So for the most part, that's going to be your focus. And, that's been the focus of a lot of people. When they grow old or young, they kind of stick to whatever they've been doing their whole life. And that's who you really are. It's not what you do at work. It's not what you do for somebody else. It's not what you do on time that's not your time, because of course you're not going to be doing stuff that you don't like. So, general rule of this is going to be ask people what they like doing after work, not what they do for work. Everybody can tell you what they do, but you're not really gonna. There's not a lot of enjoyment unless you really, really like your job, which about 90% of people don't. So why even go there, right? Plus, another video is gonna be coming up is all jobs suck, and I'll do that one at about, I don't know, here or there. So it's a better conversation starter what you do afterward, because then you have more relationships with people and maybe more hobbies. What you do for work is, everybody has their own little thing, customer service or sales or whatnot. Nobody likes doing that stuff in reality. They just do it because you get compensated for money and you need money to live. You must have looked at my other video of how you need money and why it's important. But ask people what they like doing after work, and that's what the person truly is, and that's going to tell you more about themselves than what they actually do at work. Okay? Let's go to the next slide. Greatness comes after you're done working. It's not while you're working for others. Or I wouldn't even say greatness, because there's a lot of people that, don't want to even be an entrepreneur, don't even want to have anything else going on. They just want to go to the job and do that, and that's it. They don't want to do anything else and live that life, and that's a great life, to each their own, and everybody has their own little things they like to do. But if you're going to build something on the side, if you're going to want to build a business or do some self-improvement, or that's why you see people get ahead, because after they're done with their regular work, they focus on their side work, their side hustle, their business, their startup or whatnot. and they get enough money, enough capital to quit their real job and work for themselves, which in a sense, a lot of people, that's what they're aiming for. Being able to work for themselves, not for others. In a sense, that's what everybody wants, right? You don't want nobody telling you what to do your whole life, or do you? I mean, others do and others don't. It just depends. But you're not going to find it working for somebody else. You're not going to trade hours per projects or per things that need to get done, So keep that in mind. It's not for everybody, but for those that do want to build something on the side, you're not going to do it while working. Most of the time, they hire you to make them money. You're not there for not to make money, They're gonna need you unless they're gonna fire you if you're not making money. Every place I've worked at, sales, customer service, etc., they're gonna be a quota system that you gotta attain. If you don't, you're given a warning. If you don't reach it the second time, you get another warning, and the third time you're striked out, you're fired, and they can fire you legitimately and say you're not proving up to par, right? So that's what that is. So they're gonna hire you, and you're gonna have to make money for them at an extent that break even or makes money. Of course, you want to make money for the employers. That's what they want you to do. So that self-development dictates who you are, or if not, there's three categories of this, which comes after the 9 to 5 or whatever your schedule is that you're not working. Of course, this doesn't include part-time jobs because that's just money on the side that you're working up to save or for something. But the three things: entrepreneurship, climbing the corporate ladder, and the regular 9 to 5 employee or worker. So entrepreneurship is building something on the side while still kind of maintaining your 9 to 5 or your daily grind to get enough money so you can get this on your feet, and being able to work for yourself and not take orders. You know, that's in a sense what entrepreneurship is. Doing what you want to do at the time that you want to do it and what you want to do. I think I repeated myself. Next one is category of people that fall into this is the climbing the corporate ladder. Let's say you don't like entrepreneurship. Let's say you don't want an idea. Well, the next best thing for you is to rise in the company. You start as a junior, mid-level, then you grid up to senior, vice president, or whatnot, owner of the company. About 1% of people get to owner because, people at the top normally hire their friends and family or close relatives to take over the company. So you need to be a really, really, really good friend of the boss or owner to be able to climb this corporate ladder and kiss a lot of butt. That's what work is, the work is in a sense. So those are the two. These are the two types. The third one is be a regular 9 to 5er, employee, worker. Go in, get out, and make your money. And then after that, go watch TV, play video games, or even work a little bit. Make side money if you want to, and just cruise, just ride the wave. Don't rock the wave. Don't try to go above the wave, how they say, or in the ocean. Don't try to go above. Entrepreneurship is like going over the ocean, above the waves, and above the horizon, seeing what's over there and actually trying to discover new things. Climbing the corporate ladder, comparing yourself to the wave, the ocean, is trying to reach the top of the maximum, reach the top wave, the very top of a wave you can reach. Regular 9 to 5er, they say, you're just riding the wave, is, you're just cruising along. The wave comes, you strand away again, and it comes back down, and you ride it back down. And that's it. Day in and day out is going to be you. Cubicle, in and day out. Or if you're a laborer, construction worker, general labor person, do your job, be at that machine. That machine is yours. Do your job and leave. Reach quota, 100, saws per minute or whatever, they have you doing. Right here, you're trading your time for dollars. $10 an hour, $12 an hour, whatnot. Of course, the company's going to have you doing like 10 projects. They're going to give you the max amount of juice for whatever you do. You're trading your, burping. You're trading your time for dollars, until you get to, corporate management or, bigger positions when you get a salary. Even then, sometimes they're still on hourly wages because, you're paid upon production, not hourly wages. That's why entrepreneurship and reaching the corporate ladder, you're getting paid for results, not per time. If that's why a lot of people don't even have skills. They don't have time skills. They get paid per time. Do you have a real skill? If not, more likely than not, you're going to be in the regular 9 to 5 employee worker. You got to have a skill to be able to charge for your skill. And fixing something, you charge X amount. It doesn't matter if it takes you 1 minute, 100 minutes to complete it. You're getting paid per result. And that's the best route to go to make more money the fastest way. Who wants to race against time? Do you want 50 years from now doing the same thing, or would you rather build, or fix products in half the time, depending on how fast you work? Of course, that's who you want to do. But that's about it. I'll wrap this video up. I know your time is precious, as well as a lot of people have different things to do. And that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video.